This is your Illuminated Manuscript letter project. Illuminated manuscripts are handwritten books that were created during the Middle Ages that incorporate pictures and decorations. The illustrations were painted bright colors with accents of gold and silver to lighten up or illuminate the page. In the early Middle Ages, illuminated manuscripts were made in monasteries. As more people learned to read and own books, usually the very wealthy, manuscripts were created in universities. Producing illuminated manuscripts was an expensive and complex process. All parts of the book were done by hand, and a number of craftsmen were involved. There were parchment makers to prepare the animal hides for the vellum pages, scribes to write the text, painters to create the illustrations, and bookbinders to assemble the books. A common form of illumination was the embellishment of an initial letter within a text. As the scribe copied the text by hand, he would leave large space open for the painter to create the illuminated letters. These initial letters were enlarged and heavily decorated. The initial letters were often decorated with elements from the story. So for our project, we're going to incorporate our initial, first or last, and have different elements of our life story. For my project, I chose my letter B for burrows. I added different colors and different elements that dealt with art. The flowers on the inside surrounding my B to incorporate that space, a barbell, and my dogs and things that deal with animals. So start to think about what you're going to do for yours and watch the rest of the video on how to create yours. I can't wait to see them. What you're going to do for your illuminated letter is plan it out. So to plan it out, I want you to pick either your first initial or last initial and find 3 different styles that you might like. You can look up ABC fonts, you can look up script fonts, a bunch of things pop up. So for mine, I'm going to use this middle one because I like that middle one the best. Then brainstorm different things that you like to do or that are part of your interests or hobbies. I did, for mine, I have my dogs, I have art tools, and some flowers. And then the colors in there as well, some of my favorite colors. So choose different things that you want to put in your illuminated letter, and then we're going to get started. So you want to have a ruler or something with a straight edge to map off your paper, and I just line it up with the edge. And then I'll start with my letter. So I've chosen the letter B for burrows. I'm going to have different elements around it that interest me or are part of my hobbies. So for my example, I had put a pencil and a paintbrush. I have them facing different directions because I think that makes the piece flow a little bit more. I have my paint palette. I have flowers. Exercise is a big part of my life, so I have a little bit about that. My dogs, and then paw prints at the bottom. So you want to lay out and think about what is going to fill your paper, how you're going to use colors for this, what different little details can you add to your letter or your background to make it more appealing, and kind of go from there.